So I am enlightened because enlightenment is now, and I am now. Now you ask me what's the state of my consciousness. I'm listening with my ears, because I've got ears. I'm looking around where I look, and I see what I see, and I hear what I hear, and I'm here. What's surprising about that? I'm not looking for anything. That's the difference. I think you, and this is not being derogatory in any way, you are looking for something. And the whole world is looking for something in the spiritual life. And the answer is, there's nothing to look for. It is here now. I am here now. I've got my senses. I've got nothing arising, because if I had anything arising, I'd have feelings, wouldn't I? And feelings will disconnect me from what I'm doing here. I have to be absolutely alert and as intelligent as my matter will allow. And here I am. I'm not looking for anything. I'm listening to you. I'm here. And I've got nothing arising. I never have anything arising inside of me, no feelings. I don't have any feelings of love. Now everybody loves to have feelings of love, and that's why their love affairs turn into misery and unhappiness, because they've got feelings or interpretations of what love is instead of being love. You understand? If you are love, then you don't have to have any feelings of it, interpretations of it. If you are love. If you enjoy love, then you don't have to interpret it, you don't have to fantasize about it. If you enjoy love, well, I enjoy love. I know about you, I enjoy love. The love I'm talking about then was the love, for instance, of man and woman, but I'm not in that state now, the love between man and woman. I enjoy the love of talking to you and having you respond in terms of truth and consciousness and God. But I don't have any feeling arising in me as a result of that. And after the meeting, I don't go over what I said and what I should have said and what I shouldn't have said, which is the usual thing of people at meetings. If I did that, I would recapitulate and feed myself, and I would destroy my intelligence that by going over what I've done. You should never go over what you've done. You've done it, and that's enough. Yes? Yes. This gentleman? So I'm here now, and I'm seeing Amber take the mic over to the gentleman, you know, and I've got no blazing light in me, you know. I'm just listening to what the gentleman has to say.
Hello, my name's Brian.
Yes, Brian.
So you've just brought us to the state of now, and I am now aware of my nervousness watching you, you're listening to me. So the difference comes down to the fact that somewhere historically something happened to you which keeps you in that clean space of now, whereas I keep resurrecting something else that pulls me away. So we're actually still talking about some historical event that takes me out of this, whereas keeps you in it.
Yes.
And so I'm endeavouring to be in it without understanding what it is that keeps that the self or the history of me that keeps tripping me up, whereas you're not having that problem.
I'm not attached to my history.
So yeah, so there's still some bit of me that needs to be informed about how to push that out or keep that out to stay here with you.
Right. So don't be attached to how old you are, meaning the age, whatever numbers. Do not talk about what you've done in your life, good or bad, or adventures or anything. Endeavour to stop doing that so that you break the attachment to your history. Now, I've just about finished my autobiography, and by necessity that's all about the past. But I am not attached to the past, and what I have written there is likely to be of assistance to those people who love the truth as I speak it. And but I am not attached to that history. I'm not historical. And I think everyone should, as much as possible, not be historical. Just not be historical. I'll give you an example. The ABC, one lady there that put on quite a good, the Search for Knowledge or something, I think. They asked me to go on there, and they sent me a questionnaire. When did you have this life-changing experience? What was your state of mind? What did you discover? What did you do? All about the past. And I had to say, look, if ever you want someone to talk about now, then I'm your man. But as it is, I can't come on your program because I do not enjoy talking about the past. But everybody talks about the past on a program, don't they? They want to know how old you were. They would want to know everything. But theirs is a curiosity, you see. It doesn't have any intent of being made pure by the questions, which is the difference here. You ask your questions and endeavour to find a deeper truth, to get rid of the impulse that's underneath the question. You ask the question to get rid of the question, the questioner. And but these people are entertained by the answers to the questions, particularly history, because everybody's historical, you know. We just love to be historical, like Jesus is an historical figure. Not true at all. Absolutely not true. Jesus or God or truth or Muhammad or Krishna or any of those things which are aspects of God are now. So why would you want to put it into a body of a man that is historical and you don't even know what he looks like? Why don't you just face the fact, this is God now. If I have a spiritual experience, it is always of God now. It's not due to any object of history. It's now. So yes, you're very right. I hear what you say, and endeavour to not allow people to make you historical. But when you are free from your history, indeed, it doesn't matter what you talk about or what you say, because by breaking the attachment to your history, you are free of it. And so you can talk about it as there if you need to use it or anything, but you're not identified with it. Okay? It's amazing, isn't it, how we just travel in this journey into our bodies. Because I trust now, if I ask you, please, would you put your intelligence on the pure sensation? We do lose it when we're listening. We can then lose the contact with our pure sensation until such times as it becomes so subconsciously permanent that I don't have to evermore relate to my pure sensation, because I'm always in that pure sensation or in the nothing that it is. But do that now, please, before we close. There it is. You can do it immediately, you know. You've got the sensation. If you don't, you get the sensation in your belly. If you want to get a central place, it's in your belly. Okay. You must have nothing arising, though, because if you've got emotion arising, that's not pure sensation. That's why I call the word pure sensation, because you could think that emotion was a sensation, because it's got movement in it. But pure sensation is what is always there, whereas emotion is not always there. That changes, fluctuates, goes and comes back again. Whereas this one, pure sensation, is always there, and there it is. Nothing arising, and eventually the ability to be so intelligent to approach consciousness that I can have the pure sensation of my whole body, which has got no shape. That's the amazing thing. You know, that's utterly amazing, that my pure sensation, which is the very basis of my knowing that I exist, it's got no shape. Where immediately the mind that hasn't heard this and is unable to get it, always puts a shape to any sensation. When the reality is that I have no shape, Now, isn't that a beautiful thing? Here I am in a physical existence where I am projected in sense, and I have without doubt a shape. And yet within that projection I have no shape. I am absolutely here. I am absolutely here, but I have no shape, and yet I can come into my senses and see that I do have a shape as a body, but in here I tell you, I have no shape. Now, isn't that a magnificent thing? And because when you're dead, you know you won't have any shape. So this means, my goodness, this is pretty close to death, I think, not to have any shape, and not to have any past, and not to have any history, and not to have anything arising. I mean, you could almost say, you're dead. And I could say, yes, I'm never dead, I'm never born, that's all, you know, because it's different. See, it's a different realm, this inner realm. And it's your realm. It's not just my realm. This is the realm of no shape to the body. A state of consciousness that's just moving so fast compared with the sensory perception. This consciousness is moving so fast that there's no need of any shape. Shape is gone. And yet I am. Isn't that amazing? Isn't this what all mystics are trying to describe? Of course it is. Well, I've tried to sum it up again. I'll probably do that for the rest of my life, won't I? But, okay, so thank you all for being here. Thank you very much.